This is book club meeting number 1. Enjoy.
Do you like Asante's writing style?
Personally, I really do like his writing style because it's more kind of like modern and like present day, and you like feel like you're talking to your friends more than like just reading like a boring book, and like he like uses slang and like curse words and stuff like that, and you like kind of like just feel like
Yeah, he kind of writes in a way that only somebody from Philly could understand,
Yeah.
which I think is fun.
I liked reading it because there was so many things that you can relate to because you live here, and talking about like taking the subway and like going down certain streets, and how he explained for like a whole 3 paragraphs about what John means, because we all know what John means. So like I thought it was really easy to read and it was interesting.
I like how we're able to get insight on how he thinks and like what he thinks about as people are talking to him. It like gives us a better understanding of who he is and how his thought process goes as the book progresses.
It kind of relates to question number 4. Does the casual tone and diction of the book help you relate to the book? Which it does, because we're all like very South Philly. Even if we don't talk South Philly, we're around like a lot of South Philly people. So it's kind of just like normal, I guess. Some people would read it and be like, what is this? But you're reading it and it's kind of like nothing's changed. Like you're just reading your thoughts, basically.
So Jenna kind of addressed number 4 already, but like, another part of the question is, did it ever offend you, like the way the book was written, and did you like relate to it more because of this?
I can see how like some people might say it could be offensive in a way, because like they could take it as he's more making fun of like the way that we talk, or like the way that like you use slang and stuff, but really it's just like him telling a story based on like that.
Or people might get kind of offended at how blunt it is, I guess. Like, I personally don't, because it's like his life story. It's exactly what he's thinking, but some people might not like all the, like, sexual thoughts that he's thinking, or, like, all the curse words, because maybe they don't curse like that, or something like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think his like Philly talking is like enjoyable for us, but for somebody who's not from here, it would probably be like confusing.
Yeah, confusing, and kind of like, why is he so like that? And like we're just like, no, it's normal. It's like our friend.
Yeah, so we may like his writing style, but others might not.
Okay, so does the casual tone and diction of the book give you the impression that it was written quickly, or do you think it was the product of multiple drafts and copious editing?
Well, it's like he's talking to you like he would talk to his friends, so you feel like you know him on like a personal level. So I feel like it was easy for him to write it because it was just like him talking to people that he knows. But all authors and writers go through multiple copies and drafts, so I think he did go through a couple of them, but not as many as most authors would.
I agree. I think it like flows, like he just sat down and like wrote out his story, but like he could have changed and like revised some things, because that's how you write. That's what you do. But it seems like it's like flows really nicely, and he just like sat down in one day and just wrote about his life.
Yeah, I think he just like, I don't think he went through like multiple copies at all. Like I think the way he wrote it was supposed to be like not perfect, and like like the way he wrote it was supposed to be like you're talking like he's writing in his diary, or like relatable, and like if it was like edited and like people were editing out the way that like he was like speaking, like you can't really edit it how like his South Philly like ways.
Yeah, it's less him.
I think what he did was he like wrote down the memories as they came, like just wrote it all out. That's why like you can tell a little bit, because it's, you know, kind of all over the place, but there's something kind of admirable about that. But you can also, you know, every author edits. I don't think he edited like grammatically, but I think, you know, some things that seemed irrelevant to the memories that he wrote originally, he took out.
Yeah, like what you said earlier about him being really blunt, like I felt like if you went over it and revised it multiple times, it would take that out of it. So you know that it's really upfront, so you would think that it wasn't edited like multiple times and multiple drafts and everything.
Yeah, because I think like, you know, just the writing in general, like the style didn't need to be edited, but I think he just wrote it all out, like all the memories, and then he went and was like, okay, what I originally thought was important at first might not have been, like, this might have just been an insignificant detail, so I'll take that out, but grammatically I don't need to change anything because this is like who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To whom does Madho's mother address her journals?
Carol, which is the name that she had before. So it says letters to Carol is written on the cover. Carol was her name before Amina. So she's addressing the letters to her previous self, basically.
So Malo's mother, Amina, does this because her former self was in a lot of pain. She wanted to get out of that lifestyle she used to live in. By as a result, she changed her name, thinking that she'd be able to escape her old life as Carol, and changed her name to Amina.
What does Mallow get tattooed on his arm?
Well, when he's getting his tattoo, he wants to get his name on it, but he was talking about how Tupac has thug life and like what it stands for, so he decides to get his name, and it's going to stand for Me Against Law and Order.
Yeah, he gets it done by like his friend who like creates things. They, his name is Da, and he kind of makes his own little things. They call him MacGyver, and so he kind of creates his own little tattoo gun out of like a pen and some like a toothbrush or something, and so it's kind of just very underground tattoo thingy. This has been book club meeting number 1 with Giavanna Genovese,
Isabella Plata,
Lucia Furia.
Ashlynn.
Jenna Diaz.
and Brandon Dobell.